So I guess we're going to talk about some clones, counterfeit 372s. A lot of bullshit going around about these. I should say bull crap. Excuse my friend. Yes, I don't care really what anybody says. Clone, counterfeit, it's never will ever be as good as OEM. I have ran 372s practically my whole career. Love the crap out of them. And I don't know. The plastics are pretty decent. There's a chip missing right out of here out of mine. The trigger's harder than hell. Compression feels okay. Starter, not bad. All in all, if you want to spend the time on going to Alibaba and look these up, talk to the manufacturer back and forth for about 4 days before you ever get anything accomplished, if you'll be able to get them or not, feel free. I ain't stopping you. Nobody should. It's a free market. There's no and if buts if you should be able to get it or not get it. It's a clone. It's a counterfeit. The plastics, I mean, they're not bad. But they're not as good as OEM. I can tell you that right now. So I mean, I'm sitting here giving a review on a saw that I normally don't do. Yes, I have built piles of clones. You guys have seen them on my channel. They're fun. They're tinker toys. They're fun for anybody to get a hold of that's willing to or wanting to learn how to work on a chainsaw. They're cheap. They're inexpensive. I don't expect them to go out there and last 10 years. I don't even expect them to really go out there and last a year. That's what the quality of them. I mean, you can sit there and throw OEM part after OEM part after OEM part at them. We'll still never make it an OEM saw. You can put OEM stickers on it. You can try to sell it like an OEM or say it's better than an OEM saw. It never will be. No matter what you do to it. If you want an OEM saw, find an OEM or start from the ground and build you one out of all OEM. It gets expensive, yes. But at the end of it, it is very well worth it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't really anticipate a heck of a lot out of the saw. I probably won't even run it previous till I build it. I'm probably going to go in it, check everything over, and if it's savvy, I'll leave it the way it is and probably port it and do a muffler mod and keep it or let it go down the road. But I do need a saw for Sawfex next year. I gave mine away to a very well-deserving young man and his grandfather, and I hope the heck they like the crap out of it. I mean, I'm surprised that it didn't show up in worse condition. My dog here is all bent, the filling dog is. I'm surprised the muffler is indented in. You know, if they're wanting to really build OEM saws, I'd rather see the OEM style muffler instead of the little pipe. Let me grab a scrunch and let's kind of dig into it a little. I tightened it down so much on there, my clutch cover's stuck. Ooh, they actually put a spacer in to help, but it wasn't enough. The clutch drum really don't feel too bad. The bearing sounds dry. You know, I just hate it that people are getting screwed. I usually build one of these clones. I usually start from a kit. Start from the beginning, go through every single one of these parts. And if there's parts in it that I don't like, I replace them right then and there. I don't know if it's cable or what it is, but I can tell you right now, my throttle plate in this one isn't even opening up all the way. And that's typical in these clones. It's things you gotta look out for if you're wanting to make decent power and stuff out of them. You gotta look at them things. If you don't, it'll screw you in the long run, and you're sitting there trying to figure out why, this, that, and have to backtrack yourself. They try to cheap out on the tank vent. I can tell you that right now. That's the one thing I'm going to have to fix. Because they just shoved it in the plate and hopefully it's going to vent. And it ain't going to vent. It's the hose that runs up through here. As long as the fuel line goes in, then the tank vent, it comes up. And they just clip it into the little nipple on the plate. It don't work. You tip one of these saws over like that, all it does is leak gas all over the dang place. I mean, it's a clone. Stuff like that. I'll cut it off and most likely just put an echo vent in there and be done with it. So, I know there's a lot of talk going around the YouTube land. I tried to stay out of it the best I could. I got these saws because I wasn't willing to pay the price to get these better than OEM saws. It's not worth it. If I wanted an OEM saw, I'd buy an OEM saw. You know, I could probably make a pretty decent runner out of it. The color match is pretty good, except for the crankcase. That's duller orange than the rest of it. I don't know. There's probably going to be future videos on my channel of this saw. I don't know if I'll do a complete teardown video and port work and all that stuff. There's some things that I kind of like about it and some other things I don't. But pretty much at the end of the day, it's still a clone. Counterfeit, whatever you want to call it. So, I guess let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any ideas what I should do with it or what I shouldn't do with it, leave it in the comments below and we'll go from there. Well, you you guys have a good night. It's cold where I'm at. It's snowing like a mofo. So I better get home to the family and kick my feet up and enjoy the rest of the night. Well, thanks for watching.